Hi, all right, my name is Justin, and first I want to talk about friendship before we get into what Ark is doing. There is an anthropologist named Robin Dunbar who in around 1990 came up, or he was studying the size that primates create their tribes around. And he noticed a correlation that the larger the brain of the primate, the more people that primate can form relationships with. We, having the largest brain size, also have a limit on the amount of friends that we can have, people that we count as close personal relationships with. And it's smaller than Facebook would tell you. We can only have 150 friends at any one point in our life, and that includes family. And that's really interesting to me because that implies that for every new friend that we make, our subconscious has to let go of someone, cut them loose. And so there is, in fact, some energy that goes into creating a new friend. It's the energy that it takes to dismiss another friend who might have slipped away. And that creates friction. And so I think that's one reason why it is difficult to make new friends. And yet, why are friends so important? Why do we care about friends? A motivational speaker, I want to say named John Ron, but echoed by Paul Graham, said that we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. And I think that's totally true. Your girlfriend can influence you to do certain things. It's the same reason why my mom told me to stay away from the kids that eventually didn't do so well. The right friend group can really affect the career that you have and the passion that you choose to adopt your life around. And so, that is why I feel like there are so many startups that do care about friends. I think friends are really important, and that's what we're trying to do. So, without further ado, we are Ark Broadcasting, and we are trying to be the best way to make communities feel smaller. It wasn't misaligned like that when I made it. I think my program's a little old. Okay, but so the problem is there's no way right now, you're given your 150 friends, it's hard to make new friends, so how are you going to go find the people that can really maximize the farthest you can go in life? How are you going to reach beyond that social network? And I should tell you now that our beta test is at UCLA, so this is going to be oriented around the UCLA environment. Ark's solution. We want to put you into the communities that you naturally associate with, the people that you might want to help, the people that you want to take you farther. So I would associate with entrepreneurship, other people in the community might associate with surfing or music or whatever. And for sake of time, I haven't gone into too much detail in this slide, so just bear with me. But what we're trying to do is create temporary social networks based on your location, based on your interests, but focused on context. So within the UCLA community, you might open up Ark and be exposed to all these different interest groups that have self-created themselves. So at UCLA, there's surfing, and there's like people that are interested in robots, there's the chess club, really cool. And then based on those interests, you can get involved and you can start engaging with them. You can start sharing content. On Ark, we don't share your profile picture. It's just your name, but the first thing that you see is the meme or the joke or the computer science reference that you've chosen to share with the community. Based on your level of engagement with that group, that determines the amount of time that you continue to get notifications about that group. That determines the amount of time that you continue to be a part of that group.
You have 1 minute.
Thank you, that's perfect. Eventually, what we found was that 150 number is really interesting. You're really only going to get, at any one time, about 150 people engaging with a certain piece of content. I mean, it's not as specific, there's exceptions, but, and so what we do is we whittle away the people that aren't interested in that group anymore. You might check out something, or in the context of this, we might come here, be based in entrepreneurship. If there was an Ark network here, if Maria set that up, then we could all jump in, communicate with each other, share things, and then when we go, it's gone. And it's not that group meet conversation that you became a part of when you went to Vegas, and now you're just part of it, and you don't want to be like, Justin Bogart left the group, you don't want to be that guy. It just goes away, and you naturally kind of self-select that 150 based on your interests. So that's kind of what we're doing. There's another slide here I wanted to change. There was a vestigial TV.
I'm so sorry, we're out of time.